not supposed to be a man. You can have love, compassion, empathy, and still hold your masculinity. Women need you to be masculine. Women still need you to be masculine, though. Don't forget, we still men. Remember, it's okay to be masculine. It's okay to be aggressive. Woman, you have to learn how to share your space with a masculine energy. We know that you have been modified by this world that we live in to become very independent, strong, and masculine yourself. A lot of you have evolved to become a lot of fire signs, air signs. So you have become masculine because you've had to do it on yourself. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be yourself. To thine own self be true. But ladies, you gotta let a man be a man. You gotta stop feeling threatened by masculine aggressive energy. It's okay for a man to be a man and you to be water. A man is solidified and a woman is water. Ladies, learn how to be like water. You put water in a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water in the teapot, it becomes the teapot. Right? So ladies, on this spiritual journey, if you don't want to be alone, you better learn how to coexist with divine masculine. Actually, you're not divine feminine if you don't respect the divine masculine. Because the divine masculine deals with laws that makes it divine feminine what it is. So you would entail have to be divine masculine even to tap into your divine feminine anyway. So you would have to respect the masculine energy in a man. I know that you don't like to feel that you are not in control of your life and that the world has made you have to be tough and do things to survive that over the years has modified you to be a independent masculine woman that cannot hold space with a masculine energy as far as a male. This is your dilemma. Then when you do find a man that is masculine, that knows how to hold his ground, you therefore feel threatened or you want to keep this man to yourself. So the problem is when you do find a masculine male that is divine, that is righteous, you don't want to share him. And there's the dilemma. You want them all to yourself. Yet one man can have 5 women pregnant at the same time. But you can only be pregnant by 1 man at a time. So obviously the odds are different. And nature has it differently set out than what your plans are. But if you were divine feminine, you would know that. Divine meaning you was based in facts. Men need to learn how to listen. That's not in the nature of a man to listen to a woman. It's not. You live in a man's world, built by men, for men. You got to understand, when you're trying to teach a man something, you can't. Because if you build a man up and you smarter than the dudes you with, and that's another thing, stop being with dudes you smarter than. That's your dilemma. You keep meeting men that you're smarter than. teach a man or a male with testosterone, and all you're going to do is, even if he can get the knowledge that you got for him, he'll resent you for it. Because a man needs to feel empowered. So he's going to resent you for that. And you're not understanding that. You can't teach a man shit. If you make a man, then the man's going to turn around and hate you for that. It's just sad. That's how this shit goes. Somebody said you could be pregnant with twins by more than one man. Ma, do that then. Then go do that. And you will suffer. Go do it. Go get pregnant by two dudes. Go have twins by two dudes. I want to see it happen. I want you to get online and tell me, hey, I'm pregnant by two different dudes. And matter of fact, show me one of your girlfriends that are. Because we got a lot of women sleeping with a lot of men out here, and I have yet to see one. And even if it can happen, it's not happening. Do you know a motherfucker that it happened to? All right. So it's an anomaly, or it's some weird shit that might have happened by mistake, or every now and then. But it ain't no shit you can bank on. So cut it out. We're going to deal with facts and objectivity. If you want to be a whore, if you don't want to be a virtuous woman, that's on you. This ain't your channel. You know what I mean? This ain't your channel. If you want to be a whore, and you want to be someone that needs to go figure out why you shouldn't do that, go do that. But this channel is for those that are trying to reach righteous states and really trying to do the right thing in life. This is for them. All that other shit, go that way. I'm trying to keep it real with you and tell you the truth about something. I'm not locked up. I never was locked up. They lied to you for attention and money. Stay off the internet. The internet, not good. A wise man told me one day, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, which means do your research. Do your homework. Make sure that you're objective. And that's why I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of you women out there, you cannot get along with a man because these men are not educated. And you're smarter than these dudes. And that's the problem. It's more smarter women in the world than men. So women are evolving psychologically quicker than men, which gives a dilemma of a whole bunch of single women because women are seeking a man that is smarter than them and can dominate them in that way. The problem is, you got a lot of women that have evolved into men themselves. So although their womanhood inside of them tells them that they want a man that's smarter than them, every time they meet him, they challenge him. They have to challenge the man. And my wives have masculine energy. So I have to constantly dominate them in ways just for us to coexist. Because it says divine men seek other divine men. It's crazy. I embody masculine energy and truly find balance with feminine. It's so crazy. But you don't want a feminine man. Even though you get in a feminine man, you don't want one. You understand what I'm saying? When you get the feminine man, then you disrespect him because you're not getting what you need from him. Remember, we feel loved when we get what we need. If you're not getting what you need, you're not going to feel loved. It's your responsibility to give yourself what you need and to study yourself and understand what you need and put yourself in a position to get what you need. Everyone is emotional. Emotional means energy and motion. It's impossible for a human being not to be emotional when you have a whole nervous system. We feel everything. Now, you will call somebody emotional, but you're not really trying to say you're emotional. You're saying we're incompatible with how we respond to each other, period. Because everyone on this planet is emotional because we are energy in motion itself. So you can't say you don't want an emotional man. You're saying you don't want an unstable man. Someone that can't make you feel secure because he is a air sign or he's a water sign. And, he deals with emotions different or he reacts to things in a certain way. That's just simple incompatibility, compatibility. Had you known who you was, you would know what's compatible with you. Had you studied your astrological natal chart and studied your aspects, you would know exactly what you needed. For instance, my wives have a Saturn in Aries. 3 of my wives have a Saturn in Aries. My Saturn is in Libra. My Saturn is exalted. Their Saturns are debilitated. So they find refuge in me because their Saturn is debilitated, and they have found the man that Saturn is exalted, which allows them and helps them and guides them so that they don't get the butt end of Saturn, which is Satan, so that they don't have to go through hell. They attached themselves to a man that had an exalted Saturn so that they don't have to feel the pain and the suffering that Saturn can cause you. You know what I'm saying? So my Saturn and Libra in the 4th house, so in the domesticated capacity, I'm able to bring balance and harmony. So these women naturally gravitate toward me because of the fact that they know innately on a cosmic level that they can find what they need as far as balance through being with me. And so I attract a lot of women with a Saturn in Aries, just like Velvet. Velvet had a Saturn in Aries. Zoka got a Saturn in Aries. Afro got a Saturn in Aries. Malia got a Saturn in Aries. You understand? So with them having a debilitated Saturn in Aries, it would behoove them to find somebody with something that can bring them balance. So they're attracted to me and they realize I need Chief because Chief says things and does things in a way that teaches me how to bring balance to my Saturn so that I don't go through hell. Because Saturn rules hell. You should study your Saturn. That's why you're having the hard time you having in your life right now. You need to know where your Saturn placements is at because the Saturn placements let you know why you having hard times in your life. Because Saturn is Satan. And if you're going through hell, it's more than likely your Saturn is the reason why. And if you are righteous and objective, you will look into your Saturn and understand why you go through the hardships you go through. And then look in the house of what your Saturn, what house your Saturn in, and then you can bring balance to yourself. Because then when you look at your lover,